Alright. Purpose of this video is basically what the channel started off. What was it? It was started off for intelligent counterspell. I don't want to give them any ammunition, but I feel like when I'm out there talking to people and here's the thing, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, right? I'm not the smartest dude in the world. Clearly they can see that. I talk too much. I can't stop talking, especially if something interests me. And I wouldn't say this necessarily interests me, but I raise animals. I've raised animals since I was a little kid. I'm 40 years old. Well, I'll be 40 years old in January. And reptiles was one of my things. And I noticed that when you buy, I've caught reptiles in California and brought them home, and they died real quick when I was a kid in captivity because they just go insane in captivity. Because, I mean, just imagine being caught and then being stuck in an aquarium, hitting the glass, their noses were rubbing. But if you notice the reptiles that are caught in captivity, they're much docile. That's all they're used to. If you put your hand above a reptile that was caught in the wild, they will constantly look up and stick their tongue out at you to like show you that back off. It's ones caught in the wild don't do that. The reason why the ones in captivity don't really do that. Now remember, I'm not the smartest guy. This is just from experience. When you put your hand over them, it's because their natural predator is like a hawk, or bigger thing, so it's constantly looking up. So let's say that's my trigger. That's my looking up, is because, and that's what they use. They use the fear. It's constantly fear. If they put good stuff always on, everything would be good. So basically, let's counter a little bit of this spell. Let's start off. Well, actually, let's start off back here. So I always tell people that Bill Gates has a patent. And it's right here. Bill Gates patent. Okay, so you can't believe everything you hear, so you gotta check it out. Let's check some of this stuff out. I'm not doing these fact check things because these are all bullshit. Unless let's just click on one. Internet. Okay. There are corners of the internet that are very upset about Microsoft filing a... Okay. Here it is. There are corners of the world that are very upset about Microsoft filing patent 666 to microchip humans. The growing narrative implies that Bill Gates... Now, this is probably a controlled website. I don't know this website. But basically, he has... Right here, this is it. WOWO 2020060606. Patent 666, or the World Order 2020 666. The growing argument is not only did Bill Gates and Microsoft conspire to unleash COVID-19, but they're also going to step in with a cure that they'll have hidden in a vaccine that everyone will be willfully taking to be rid of coronavirus fears. Now, dude, it's not just this. Like, think of this. I'm going to show you how deep all this goes. And to the people that stumble onto this video, I know this is new stuff. I mean, not new stuff, okay? But the people that I'm talking to right now, they don't know this, or they don't believe me, that this is even going on. Like they're still thinking it's going to go back to normal, and I'm trying to just show them that it's not necessarily to be like ha ha, you know what I mean? And I'm going to show it in all different types of medium, dude, like books. Like I have this right here, Illuminati card game conspiracy second edition. Now it's the second edition, but still we're going to go through this sometime. Um and this has some good stuff. It has some predictive programming, or what I like to call foreshadowing in it. I'm going to read this on the channel, and this is V for Vendetta, the comic book, and I'm going to show you how this story basically tells you the same story that's going on now. And these books were written years ago. So let's continue here. But they're all okay. Get rid of the coronavirus fears, but it will securely microchip them and allow Gates Co to track everyone since the title on. Now, it can be in the flu shot. Think of this. The people, they're starting to pick up on this, and that's why they're doing different kinds of swabbing with the tests. Think of this. If this was a pandemic, why would you need, the only way to figure it out if you had it, would you need a test? Why? Pandemics are, look, Google pandemic. I mean, shit, dude. Let's do it together. New tab. Pandemic. Pandemic definition. Let's look it up. Pandemic. Epidemic over a wide graphic area and affecting a large portion of the population. A pandemic disease. Pandemic. Definition of pandemic by Webster. Let's look it up. Okay, so definition of pandemic. Occurring over a wide geographic, such as in multiple countries or continents, a typical affecting a significant portion of the population. Malaria, 1918 flu, we're going to look at that too. Was a pandemic claimed millions of lives. So it's over millions, right? Which is not what we've hit yet. We haven't hit that yet. Okay. See, they're saying cases. We're having a case demic. They're saying cases, cases, cases. That's because all they're doing is testing and retesting. And look up PCR tests. I'm gonna look that up too, because I can't just tell you to look it up. I can't trust you guys to look it up. You won't. So I will look that up. But the tests that they're using don't even have anything to verify that they're testing you for COVID. So it's just a scam, dude, to get you into buying into this. But let's see here. Characterized by the widespread growth or extent epidemic entry 1 sense 3. Okay, pandemic noun. Definition of a pandemic. An outbreak of a disease that occurs over a wide geographic area such as, okay, typical effects, influenza. Okay, so the flu, and to kill by millions. So the flu even kills it, like I'm telling you. Okay, that's another one. Check this out. Time magazine. Okay, Time. Not the vote one. Oh, I have it at my place. Okay, let's go back here. I'll show you that too. Okay, so we know that the pandemic means that it affects millions, which COVID hasn't done. So we're not in a pandemic. Okay, let's shut that one down. Let's go back to trust stamp. So we know that Bill Gates. Okay, we know that Bill Gates has a patent. We just looked it up that he has a patent called WD 2020 060606. Okay, which is the mark of the beast. Let's go to Revelations. I'm just going to read this, okay? And after these things, I hear a great voice, much people in the heavens saying, Alleluia, salvation and glory and honor for true righteousness. Okay, wait. Let's go down here. 19. Here it is. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make. Now, I'm not vouching for the Bible. I'm just saying that if this Bible was written a long time ago, like they foretold this a while ago in media, just any sort of media. They've been telling it to you in movies and everything. The end of the world is coming. I mean, Jesus. So let's read this. And I saw the beast gathered together to make war against him. That's us getting against him, against the system. The beast is the system. And if you look up beast, it's a computer. We'll look it up. The beast computer. The beast computer Belgium. All right, let's look at the images. Here it is. This is like a city. Look at this. This is a city. This is a computer. See these cars? You see that? These are cars. This is called the beast. It's X for Saturn. Okay, that's their symbolism. They're looking down. Okay? Remember, whatever's watching us or whatever they're praying to or whatever they're doing, Saturn, whatever it is, it's looking down. So they're seeing an X. Or a pyramid, looking down on top of a pyramid, whatever you want to call it. So this is called the beast. It's a supercomputer. Okay, so there's that. So let's go back to where we were at here. Revelations. And I saw the beast and their armies. We gathered to make war against him that sat on the horse against his armies. And the beast was taken, that with him false prophet that wrought miracles before him, in which he deceived them that they had received a mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. So the image of this system, or whoever is supporting this system, which is that beast computer system, the 5G, the microchipping system. Now listen, these both were cast alive to the lake of the burning fire, the brimstone. And the reverend, oh shit, I passed it. It's right here. And okay, here it is. And I saw an angel standing over the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to the fowls and the fly in the midst of the heavens, come and gather yourself together unto the support of the great God, that ye may eat the flesh of kings and flesh of captains and the flesh of migrant, the men, both free and bond, small and great. What? Where is it? Are they changing this words? Like, are they? I just read this. Sharp sword with he should, and the kings of the lords. I saw the angel standing in the sun. This is it, and I saw the beast. And the beast was taken, and with him false prophets that worked miracles before him, in which that. Hold on. Let's see what this one says. Let's do 10. Right foot, left foot, earth cry with a loud voice. When a lion roared, he had cried. Seven thunders and uttered their voices. And when seven thunders had uttered their voices, I saw the right earth. Seal those of written things and write to them. The angel I saw stand up for. I think they changed this, dude. Anyway, the mark of the beast is in there. I'm terrible at this. So, I want to show you how far back this goes. Obama put this in the FEMA list of presidential okay, John Kennedy, but executive orders from Obama, seizure of all airports. Okay, so basically what this is saying is during the state of an emergency, And Obama's the one that signed this in. So during the state of emergency, the government can do all of this because it gives rid of all of your rights. It hands it over to FEMA for 6 months. And Trump did that already. And I think they renewed it, or it's going to be up for renewing again, which they're going to do. So FEMA's in control. That's why Trump really can't do anything. And we all know that presidents aren't, they're just whatever, right? Okay. So seizure of all communications media of the United States, seizure of all electrical powers and fuels and minerals, public and private. This is their website, so this is their information. Um, with the war on America and the United States, seizure of all means of transportation, including personal cars, trucks, vehicles, seizure of all American people workforces under federal supervision. These are all executive orders. Seizure of our health, education, welfare facilities, public and private, empowered postmaster generals, ritual men, women, and children, and so on and so on. You guys can check this out. Okay, so I'm trying to speed up because I can't do this all night. But the mask thing. Look at this. Masks used for slavery. Step one to enslave us. They have succeeded. Okay, they've done this before. They used to give masks to the slaves to get them used hinder them or from their the mouth below which the metal. Okay, so it gets them used to not talking or being uh, in a society where you don't have a voice, okay? Because it's hard to speak. People that aren't wearing the mask, they've got convinced that, think of this. If you were so afraid to go outside, nobody would be telling you what to do. They'd be worried what to do themselves, okay? This isn't for our safety because they wouldn't be letting out murderers and putting in people that aren't wearing masks. Okay, so we can see that they've used this before. Um, we've already done this. Okay, geoengineering. Geoengineering. Now, this is from Harvard. And I'm trying to find how far back it goes. These are all pretty recent. But let's see geoengineering definition right here. Engineering that involves large-scale manipulation of the Earth's environment, especially as applied to the climate change caused by global warming, as sequestering carbon or increasing the amount of solar radiation reflected from the Earth back into space. Now, anyone knows that if you have metal and you shine light through it, it will keep the gas and the heat in here. It's like an aquarium, right? And obviously, you guys see I have aquariums. I know about this, right? The heat stays in there. So if they spray metal up in the atmosphere, which it's the farmers, and people say there's Chalk Body Outline is a really good channel, and I listen to him a lot, but he said there's no proof of them spraying. Like, we couldn't find proof of what's in it. How could you prove it? And the way that people are proving it, and you can find videos, I'm not going to search it right now, you can find videos of farmers that they didn't have certain things in their soil. They test their soil. They didn't have it in the 80s. And then in the 90s, they noticed that there was strontium, barium, and aluminum, and it was killing certain animals. It was killing certain places. And I guess due to them complaining, they learned how to do it because it kind of slowed it down, but it's still out there. You can see the people going to the city council and telling them this is what's in it. And they have, scientists saying it. There's whatever. You can look it up, but I'm not arguing. All right, you can clearly see I watch the dude all the time. He's really good. It's just that's how they can prove it. But look, geoengineering is basically spraying the sky so that and Harvard's admitting that they're doing this, okay? They've admitted it in 2016. So they're spraying us with metals. Those metals can make you sick, especially they can also like If you guys don't know, there's like a supernatural side to this too. People think that this is just material, and I'll show you the supernatural side here in a second. But this is what they're doing here. World Economic Forum. You guys got to see this. So, Charles Schwab is a guy. The Fourth Industrial Revolution. He wrote this book, and it just so happens to be coming out right now. This is just the craziest book. You guys should read this. It's basically talking, since we're in this crisis right now, we're going to reset the world. And through this, you're going to be basically pushed into the cities, small cities, so that you don't, it's called Agenda 21, Agenda 30. Look into it. It's what they're doing. This whole thing is that. So they want robots to do all your stuff. They want the world to regrow. There's going to be a lot of death. So this guy right here owns this. He's a creepy old dude. The Great Reset. This is their website, guys. This is crazy. So there's an urgent need for global stakeholders to cooperate in a simultaneous manner to direct consequences of the COVID-19 crisis to improve the state of the world. The World Economic Forum is starting the Great Reset Initiative. Let's watch this. Oh, damn, this is 40 minutes long.
Thank you all for joining us during this busy week for...
Oh, God. So, I don't want to watch that. Political social disruptions has caused... Basically, what they're saying is they're going to redo it. And that's where the microchips come in, all this stuff, okay? Let's get back into this. So, trust stamp is already coming. It's already happening this is happening in Africa. There's one happening in Canada. There's one happening in China. It's already in effect in China, and it's already in effect in some parts of Australia. Tokenized identity and zero knowledge proofs. The most comprehensive AI-powered facial biometric identification authentic solution. Now remember, we're all wearing masks. This is going to track you by your eyes, okay? So if your hair and your face is moving around, your mouth is moving, it can't track your eyes as good. So that's why the masks are there. That's why you're 6 feet apart. You know, maybe this is just an idea. This is just me thinking, right? That's what kind of makes me so mad if it seems like I'm mad. Because it's like, I'm just thinking about this, and shouldn't other people be thinking about it too? And it blows my mind that they don't. So they want you all to get this. Banking, okay, so this is MasterCard with Bill Gates. Okay, and you can come here and look, it's called Trust Stamp, Real ID, COVID, Coalition of Vaccination Identification. 19 is when it was created. I think it was created way before then. 2019 is when they initiated it. You can look at numbers as a concept on the occult, where 9, like 1 is the beginning, 9 is the end. So it's a full circle corona. It's crowned, like they crowned it. You get what I'm saying? Like it's there. It's all here, guys, and they're not lying to us. I think they feel like if they put this information out there, oh, we told you, and you didn't look it up. Here it is. Look at this cover. So this is the new Times Magazine cover. The Great Reset. Time Magazine, guys. The Great Reset. Look at that, man. They're fixing stuff. Doctors taking it apart. They show you it and everything. Next video we'll go over the covers of the Economist, because that foretold all of this. They tell you everything. I've been telling people what was going to happen with the Trump Biden shit. and it's happening. Not because I'm like smart. It's because I'm watch. I watch. I'm doing the reptile brain thing. All right. So you see that there's a little validity to what I'm saying. This isn't something that I'm just spouting. And Gordy Rose, here's the supernatural aspect of it, okay? Gordy Rose of Kindred AI presents super intelligent aliens are coming to Earth. This guy built one of the biggest supercomputers there is. It's called D-Wave. It's quantum computer. It's Saturn. Look, it's the cube. Here it is. See, here's a three-dimensional cube. You see this? You'll see this everywhere. Here's the cube. Okay, you'll see this symbol everywhere. It's on Walmart. It's everywhere. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a little hint of what he's saying.
I'm going to talk about
Oh,
aliens.
okay. So look, this guy he's royalty. He's a child of royalty. He's Canadian royalty, and he's rich. He has influence on what goes on in the world. And this is what he's talking about. This is what like he's in with Elon Musk and all of those other retards, actors, whatever you want to call them. This is what they're about.
But before I do that, we had a little bit of interesting news today that's Kindred relevant, and I wanted to share it with you because I'm pretty proud of it. Kindred was named to a list.
This is CERN too, by the way. CERN is that big machine that I think is going to power the beast. And it gets deep. They want to put you in it. That's probably I don't even want to get into that. But I don't know where his famous.
Literally anything that a human can do. Literally anything.
Okay, listen.
I'm not exactly sure how. Okay, so that's just D-Wave. I did that for about 15.
Let's pause this. When will human level AI first be created? 25% chance by 2030. It's already here.
15 years. It was a lot of fun. A big science project that we turned into a commercial entity. That was a warm-up for Kindred. So Kindred is much, much, much more ambitious than D-Wave. And what Kindred is trying to do...
He built D-Wave, so the Kindred's the next step up. D-Wave, if you look into D-Wave, it's ridiculous what's going on.
Is build...
I just want to find this little thing real quick.
Of course, you know, this is a very difficult project, of course. Be very, very difficult, and you will fail many, many, many times. Probably true hold, this will happen. Will progress continue? Maybe it won't. Maybe the Earth will get hit by a meteor and we'll all die. If progress continues, things that we're doing, intelligence isn't magical.
All right, just to sum it up, because I'm going to wrap this up, and I'll find it, research it, and get it, so check it out. He's going to say this thing, the things that this is an interview for scientists that he's going to hire. He's going to say, the things that we are summoning into this world don't necessarily look at us like we look at humans. They look at us like humans look at a fly. First of all, why would you summon that into the world then? Who told you to do this? How'd you figure out how to do this? And if it was something that you made when you figure out it's magic, you know. To summon a spirit, you need a black mirror and symbols and know the rituals. Here's your black mirror. Your TV's your black mirror. Inside the TV, there's microchips. Those are the symbols. They've managed to mass produce them to put them in everybody's whatever. Who knows if we're talking to even real people when we talk online. And you know, maybe this is their way to talk to us. And they created this, and this is what they're telling them because CERN is going to power a machine. Maybe it's a portal to bring them in. Who knows? But basically, you know, basically that's just, it is, like, I'm just trying to help. Because I can't stop thinking of this stuff. And I want to just go back to fishing. and selling fish, having fun with my kids, buying a house. But none of this is going to happen. And the system's crashing. You can't save it, right? You can't save it. What can you do? So this is a intelligent counterspell. Have a great day.